on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, but I bet you wanna be famous.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing. Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
They'll run with the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And some room to work. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Good. 180. Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Keith.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Check 180. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Number 26.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Go, go, run, run, run.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Going for it with McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10
Wild Bill.
at the 44-yard
Tighten up,
line.
tighten up, tighten up. Jack. Safe, safe, safe. No, 64. Break. Let's hustle. kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Right. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Undercrush.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. Now this is brought in by Pryor. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Baltimore.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I got him. Check. Crunch.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch this. Kill. Jet. Alert flare.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, ready, 2 read. Check, 52's the mic. Check pass. Watch twist.
From the 29, Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Alex Okafor. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Alex Okafor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Mayfield down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 39, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, watch 54. Hurry. Got wide, I got wide.
On third down, Mayfield.
Let's make these babies cry.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Let's make these babies cry.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Pick, baby. Pick. All day. All day.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, 20. Run. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Mayfield now from the 50. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch that.
On first down, Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Bridgewater now, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Alert 3. He's crashing. Check 43. Shit.
Play action now. Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Watch the whip. Mike 52, Mike 50. Hayward. Switch up. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Let's go now. Mike. Now the wolf. Mike by 2. We own them. We use it. Mike,
Bridgewater to throw. Pryor has it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a what? Check. 25. Check 25.
It's Coleman here. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Check. Watch 54. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Run. Hey, seam 6.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get point it right.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.